Time is precious to farmers, and they've been at the mercy of this excessive rain we've had recently.
They're now 2 weeks behind in harvesting those crops. KRDO News Channel 13's Scott Harrison is live in the community of North La Junta. That's across the Arkansas River from La Junta proper in Otero County. Scott, are any farmers losing their crops?
Well, guys, based on what we heard today, so far at least, farmers and their crops are hanging in there. It's not as easy for a field full of crops to bounce back from having this much water on it as, say, a street or a road. Here comes some big trucks wanting to drive through here, of course. So a farmer's field can't bounce back as easily as a road or somebody's property having, of course, this much water on it. Farmers say what they really need now is a break, even if just a few days, from all of this rain. And it seems that for farmers, there's rarely any middle ground. Either there's not enough water or there's too much of it. With all of the rain we've had, you wouldn't expect that any farmers would need to irrigate their crops, as you see happening on this farm. Thankfully, some fields are doing well, despite the storms, getting plenty of water instead of too little. But others, like this one, have flooded often this spring and summer, delaying the planting, maintenance, and harvesting of crops.
We operate around 800-ish acres, and we grow a lot of cantaloupes, watermelons, tomatoes, peppers, all the stuff for the market, plus alfalfa and field corn for animals.
This weekend is a big one for farmers as they bring their first of the season's crops to roadside markets. The rain and the mud hasn't ruined the produce so far, and flooding caused some temporary road closures Wednesday. But farmers remain optimistic.
The majority of the time, if the water doesn't sit on the crop for a long period of time, they'll come back. It may damage or kill some of the plants, but normally there's some harvestable melons.
Farmers also try to minimize damage from extreme weather by not planting all at the same time, spreading it out so that a single storm doesn't ruin everything.
The farm market is been in operation for 42 years.
They say that, weather permitting of course, they'll still have plenty of ripe, juicy fruits and vegetables that so many of us come from miles around to buy and enjoy. And farmers tell us that they're also having some of their hay being ruined because it's gotten wet while it's been stacked up on high piles of hay bales, and sometimes those bales, believe it or not, even though wet, can ultimately spontaneously catch on fire. The fire department says it responded to one such fire in the area yesterday. We're live in North La Junta. Scott Harrison, KRDO News Channel 13.